Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Matchbox Marks Diecast Restorations. So this project, I'm taking part in Lee's, I guess it's kind of an invitational. He put out a call for a really bad Tampo build. So this one is actually a really cool casting. It's the Hot Wheels Ford Thunderbolt. So, really excited to do this. It does have some bad tampos on it, so I'm going to hopefully get it looking pretty good. And I've got a new format on my channel, so I'm going to hopefully play some music throughout, and then I'll catch you at the end. See you soon. Alright, so here comes the Thunderbolt to the maintenance floor. And before I get started in my voiceover, I want to apologize. There's no music because this morning when I uploaded it, it got flagged for copyright violation. And it really frustrates me because the music I actually got from Spotify, and I pay premium to Spotify every month. So technically, the artists are getting royalties from somewhere. Anyway, frustrating. So I haven't quite figured out how to navigate around the copyright laws, so I probably won't do this anymore. However, I have two pending videos that I'm going to be doing voiceovers with because I've already started them and I'm not narrating. So anyway, welcome to my video, my faithful subscribers. And if this is your first time watching my video, this is kind of like out of the ordinary for me. So, as I take the casting apart, I'm going to put a little dab of oil on there before I drill. I do oil before I drill, and then I do oil when I tap out the hole. It just helps with the thread cutting process, and it helps the drill bit to ease through the metal with a little lubricant. Anyway, as I'm doing this, let me share a couple things that are going on for January. Saturday is our Diecast Mafia National Law Enforcement build. It's National Law Enforcement Day here in America, and I think it's really important to pay tribute and honor to our law enforcement. So the call is to turn any non-police car into a police car or a law enforcement vehicle. So that's coming up Saturday. January 15th is the station wagon. That's our monthly invitational. And if you got a station wagon, or if you want to turn something into a station wagon, appreciate you participating. And then on the 16th, I'll continue with my Saturday night restos for my Matchbox 175 castings. So this time I've got a Bedford tipper. So that one I'm going to unfortunately have to do a voiceover. And then on the 18th, my mate over in England, TJ, he's got a channel, MLM, Midlife Model. So go check him out. He's doing a challenge where a family member fix your casting, or a friend. And he's actually part of the Beef Eaters. So go check him out. And then on January 26th, I'm doing a Van Halen tribute. I've got a Volkswagen van that I'm doing up in the colors of Eddie's guitar. And I got that idea from Juan over at Matchbox Resurrection. He did like 11 Formula One cars, and he did different techniques for every one of them, and one of them he did in Eddie Van Halen's guitar, so I'm going to do that. So thank you, Juan, for that great idea. And then finally on the 31st, I'm doing a build-off with Peter over at PB's Retro Restorations. He's new to the community, so go over there and show him some love. I'll put a link to his channel in the comments, and PJ's. And we're doing a Volkswagen Bug. So anyway, a lot going on in January. So let's get back to the video. So here we have the threading of the post to accept the screw to put this bad boy back together. And some people do this, some people just glue them together, but you know, it doesn't take much time to do a screw, and I have taken castings apart after I've done this, so it actually does help out. However, it's very rare that I do that because once they're assembled and on the display cabinet, that's it. They're there forever. So, if you know how to pipe in music without being flagged for copyright laws, leave in the comments because I really would like to do this sometimes. Just put in some music because it's pretty cool. I know that Lee does it over at Timerider, and man, he plays some good tunes, let me tell you. So I don't know how he does it. I'll have to ask him. So anyway, speaking of Lee, thank you for doing this invitational. I love participating in the mice and the beefeaters invitationals. So it's really a good time. So here's my citrus strip. So speaking of citrus strip, I'm doing my Bedford tipper, and I had to put it on pause because the citrus strip would not take off the red paint from the tipper portion. And so I ordered some caustic soda, and I've never used that before, so that's going to be a plan B for that. That paint was on there so strong that the wire wheel wouldn't even take it off. So anyway, I've had bad luck with tampos in the past, not coming off with a citrus strip, but this one actually came out pretty good, as you can see. And normally when I do these, it sits overnight. Like I say, I don't rush these. I just put them in the citrus strip and let them soak. Here's my kettle cleaner solution, 160 degrees, used for cleaning popcorn kettles. To be honest with you, I don't even know if it works, but I'm assuming it does. And then here's the base I primered with some new primer. I'm not using Tamiya because they're such little cans and they're expensive. It's just from Ace. And then since I'm doing a clear red, I wanted to do a base coat of silver. And here we go. Here's all the pieces. So, without further ado, let's see what I started with. All right, before we take a look at the final reveal, let's see what I started with. Started with a really bad Tampo. So, let's see where I ended up. All right, it is time for the reveal for my Tampo build with Lee over at Timerider. So this one had to paint a couple times, and my final time that I painted it, I didn't put any primer. I just used the silver paint and then some clear red, and yeah, so accent the chrome on it on the side. And I was going to do a wheel swap, but that turned out to be a disaster, so I couldn't do that. So anyway, hope you like this. Thanks, Lee, for doing this. This was cool. I've been wanting to do this casting for a while. And this was my first format without narration throughout, so I don't know if I like it or not. So leave in the comments what you prefer. And got a couple builds coming up in January. Got the National Law Enforcement Day. Turn any non-police car into a police car. And after that, we've got the Invitational with wagons. Mine are already done, and they're came out really cool. So on that note, I will catch you on the next one. Stay safe, Happy New Year, and we'll see you soon.
That's all, folks.